Hello everybody. In today's video session we are going to deal with research report writing. This is all about how to draft a well communicated research report. The prime and most important objective of any marketing research report is to communicate in an effective manner the results of the research so that the manager can take informed decisions. Marketing research report provides and bridges the gap between the researcher and the manager, and that is why it is an important aspect of the overall research process. It is very important for the researcher to remember that the report is being prepared for the manager, and therefore researcher must empathize with the manager in the writing process. The report must be logically structured and easy to follow. The objectivity of the research is also a supreme concern, and researchers should oppose inclusion of any judgment beliefs which cannot be supported. The researcher should make sure that the report is well written and looks professional. Therefore, the researcher must make sure that they do not over or underemphasize the relevant issues. Generally, the researcher will be getting carried away when developing the research project report. So, the researcher must focus on manager's needs and should make sure that the report consistently adheres what is required by the managers or the target audience. Then what are the basic components of research report? The basic components of research report are introduction to the research problem, description of the procedure of the research, description and presentation of the results, discussion of the study findings. Let us look into one by one. Introduction of the research problem. Under this, the researcher will be drafting about and stating about what is the problem, what is the importance, what is the relation of the problem with previous theory and research, what are the objectives of the study, and what are the hypotheses. Under description of the procedure of the research, the researcher will be stating about how did he or she select the subjects, how many subjects were used, how were the subjects assigned to groups, what was done to the subjects, how was it done, when was it done, how long was it done, how was the reliability and validity of the measuring instruments measured. Under description and presentation of the results, the researcher will be communicating about which statistical procedures are used to test the hypothesis, what were the outcomes of those procedures, and what were the subsidiary findings of the research. Under discussions of the study findings, the researcher will be stating about why did the results manifest themselves in a particular way and what did the results signify. Now let us see what are the essential features of research report. A ideal research report should be having clarity of expression and communication to the end users or the target audience. It should be precise and concise. It should be verifiable to the facts. There should be no place for figures of speech, lyrical prose, and in using anecdotes. There should be no lengthy digressions, that is, the drafting of the report should not deviate from the main aspect of the research conducted, and it should contain only the necessary and the relevant details, and it should be absolute uncompromising honesty, and it should be a serious attempt. So the generic marketing research report follows a format which includes title page, table of contents, executive summary, introduction, research design, data analysis and findings, conclusion and recommendations, limitations and future directions, and appendix. Each component of the report has its own importance and should therefore be carefully prepared. It requires division of report into preliminary section, introduction, methods, results, discussion, and reference section, where as the above stated points will be divided, will be described under these sections. Under preliminary section, the researcher need to provide title page, preface, table of contents, list of tables, list of figure, and illustrations. Under introduction, the researcher need to give information about importance of the problem under investigation, what are the literatures reviewed, what is the statement of hypothesis, what are the limitations of the study, and any important definition terms used in the study ought to be stated. Under methods, the researcher need to give complete information about how was the study conducted, from which population was the sample selected, how many subjects were selected, what were the demographic features of the subjects, that is relating to gender, their height, weight, age, income, etc. What was there any characteristics which make the sample typical to the population, how were the subjects assigned to groups, what instructions were given to the subjects, how conditions were controlled, what was the treatment of variables, how, when, and on what were the subjects measured, what data collection instruments were used, what was the format of items, what was the reliability of the instrument, what was the validity of the instrument, what are the details of the instruments which was prepared by the researcher or to be stated. Under result session, the researcher need to clearly specify what statistical procedure was used to study the hypothesis, what was the probability level of each hypothesis test, what was the probability level of each statistics, what was the attendant degree of freedom, what was the strength of the relationship of the variables, what were the group means and standard deviation, what are the principal findings of the study are to be mentioned. Under discussion session, the researcher need to provide information about what were the original purposes of the study, how were these purposes met, why it has been considered, what were the conclusions of the research for practice, theory, and future research, what is the contribution of the study to the research literature, what are the strength and weakness of the study are to be stated. Under reference section, bibliography and appendices such as questionnaires, copies of letters, evaluation sheets, checklists, etc. are to be mentioned. Then what are the guidelines for preparing any research report? The guidelines are as follows. Reach out to the reader. The report should reach out to the target audience. This can be done by taking into account the client's technical sophistication, interest in the project, and the circumstances or the manner in which they are going to read and use it. It should be ease of comprehension. The report should be easy to follow. Clarity, briefness, and logical structuring of the presented material increases the ability to comprehend the report. A well-structured report will be highly logical in nature and organization. It should be presentable and professional appearance. An appealing and inviting appearance brought through skillful use of typing, binding, and reproducing can entice the reader and enhance his desire to read the report. Objectivity. The report should be truthful and sincere in purpose. Any deviation from the truthfulness and the objectivity, it destroys the credibility of both the report and the researcher. Reinforcement. Reinforcement of the information in the text through visual aids facilitates communication with the reader and adds the impact to the report. Brief. Brevity in the presentation of a report without sacrificing completeness adds to its appeal. Effective use of graphical representation. Use properly various graphic aids which can clarify complex points, and emphasize a message. Several types of graphic aids may be useful in research reports. Tables, they are the most useful for presenting numerical information. Each table should include a table number which allows simple reference from the text, title, a box head or subhead, footnotes, and a source note. Relating to charts, they translate numerical information into visual form so that the relationships can be easily grasped. Each chart should include a figure number, allowing easy reference from the text, a title, an explanation of the chart, and a source and footnotes. Pie charts. One of the most useful types of charts is the pie chart. A pie chart shows the composition of some total quantity at a particular time. Each angle or slice is proportional to its percentage of the whole and should be labeled with its description and percentage. Do not try to include too many slices. About 6 slices is a usual maximum. Line graphs. These are useful to show the relationship of one variable to another. The dependent variable is generally shown on the vertical axis and the independent variable is shown on the horizontal axis. The bar charts, they show changes in dependent variable at discrete intervals of the independent variable. Common variants are subdivided bar chart or multiple bar charts. In each of these cases, each variable needs to be clearly identified. So, while drafting the report, these are the points which are to be noted and kept in mind, and researcher need to be careful while preparing the report. An ideal report should consist of all these implicated and expressed briefly.